Alright. Good evening. Trying something new. Actually have no idea what this game is actually about. I've just seen it in a puzzle bundle, I believe, at some point, or a bundle by the creator. Not sure. Well, shouldn't be so far. I've had no luck deciphering the Narl language. There's simply may not be enough material in these 7 artifacts recovered so far. However, I've included my notes in the hope you might succeed where I failed. Bonne chance. I found some... fucking French. I found some very brief mentions of the Nari in ancient Roman and Greek texts. They include the names of 2 kings, Makudovu and Bakujati, as well as a place called Pagomaru. If we can match these up with an inscription, we might be able to start there. The sale is particularly exciting. Could this be a Rosetta Stone? I've had an expert look at the cuneiform on the back and they provide the following translation. Others must continue our work. We fear we will be conquered by another tribe. This must not stop the great work. Speak the old tongue and contact the gods. It's also highly likely the Nari language is related to the neighboring Short language, of which some tiny fragments have been deciphered. Here are the few known Shuri... short. Shuri, not short. Okay. Bouquet gift. Okay, we have an obelisk with 4 sides and text on it. It shows... it highlights all the same letter. Okay. We have a stele. Okay, so there's cuneiform in the back. With... oh, that's 2 different letters. And different letters here. So this is, I think, this text here. We have a statue with text on all 4 sides. Interesting concept, that. Here we have a king. This is, I think, maybe some kind of sun. Here we have a war going on and an observatory. Is it a war? Maybe not. A mural, a tablet. Okay. Tablet beta. There's, geometric forms. And an artifact, which we can actually move shit on. Okay. No. That looks like a box. It looks like it can be opened. So the stele is the most text, and it's the only one where we actually have info. Actually, no, we have Bakujati and Makudovu. There is symbols above certain words which could show punctuation. And I assume... can I? I can give up to 4 letters per symbol. Okay. Okay, gift for Beha, king, 4 power. Is this going? No. No, I think it's Goga village. Gowena? No, he writes the... Oh, is it a Q? Is it Q winner? Fibeka? Following to... Right. So I think the stele is the best point to start. Now, if I believe this punctuation, there are 4 sentences in total. Okay, some letters do repeat quite often here. And I can have letters and words. This is the same word. Oh, if I highlight words, the words also. Interesting. Others must continue our work. We fear we will be conquered by another tribe. This must not stop the great work. Speak the old tongue and contact the gods. Hide or conquer, fight, all wise. Sky, stone. Right, I'm still thinking about the mural here with the king, because this is very obviously a king. Very obviously so, and he's given documents here. I don't know if this triangle pointing down is for the word or the letter. I think it's for the word. This could be regarding the sky. I do like that it, like... Oh wait, this I remember, I believe. This is here. But this one doesn't have the triangle pointing down. A question, do I assume they have like a... Because this looks like it has a like syllable alphabet like Japanese. Interesting concept. Never seen something like that before. Continue our work. So, others must continue our work. We fear we were conquered by another tribe. This must not stop the great work. There are a few words in here that are shown twice. These are immediately after each other. Unless we're reading top to bottom. But I kind of doubt that. Actually, a good question. What way do we read? Now, if I just test-wise... Okay, it uses the same and the words can be very long. Is there a word in here somehow that gets tripled? Doesn't appear that way. We feel we will be conquered. So we is twice. Great is twice. I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming that the words are what did I want to say? That this is a basically like literal translation. Meaning that wait, how many words do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 12, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 29. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of 3 for 24. And then 26. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it's not the same word count. But if it's the same word here, it's probably the same word elsewhere. Except here it has once the 2 dots and once the... Right, so we have conquer, which is Wabo. Now, if I see this correctly, I feel like they are writing from the right to the left. This is the same word as here. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this somewhere else as well. Namely... here. No, wait. This is one... Okay, that's a different letter. Would be interesting to know how many letters they have. So this looks like they're bringing gifts to a king. If I assume they have like a syllable alphabet with 2 letters each. Okay, here we have the sign for mountain. Okay, so this is kind of a ledger, maybe? Because this basically shows why it lists things against each other. And this thing has, yeah, the geometric structures. Mm-hmm. This is a person. Those are the two longest words I've seen yet outside of the list. And what I'm looking for is basically names of two kings, Makudovu and Bakujati, as well as a place called Pagomaru. I want to just test something. If I set Ku here for the statue, does it show on others? Yes. It does. And I can delete this from any. I have a feeling like these are the names of kings. The names of the kings, because... And it's read from the right to the left. But I can't prove that. Shika, Wise, Toke... This really feels like it's similar to Japanese with the she. Basically always a consonant and then a vocal. This is for the king, which would be Febeka. I assume that's supposed to be a Q. I don't actually know what other letter it would be. And it kind of feels like these are a completely different alphabet. Because they only show up on that one tablet and on the artifact here. And on the artifact they only show up here. So for the letters I say how they're pronounced, and then for the words I say what words they are. But I can always only say a word. I cannot say here, for example, our work. Yeah, so I can't really take those symbols above into account for the words themselves. Village King Power. How many letters are repeated? 1, oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is directly next to each other, which is a... Non-shuri words. So the guy who made this apparently has multiple other games of this like style, maybe a different theming. But well, it's like Zachtronics. If you know how to do something, you keep doing it. This is what shows up on here. Right. So if we look at this statue here, looks the same as this guy, but different from these. It really makes me think that this is a coup, and it's written the other way around, like left to right. Like, for example, Makudovu, Makudovu, or Makudovu, and Bakujati. The good thing is, if I do it wrong, I can just correct myself later, and I don't get anywhere if I'm not just doing things. And these are now... Okay, these are very readable. This is... I have a feeling that these are complete words, but... Because they're just a completely different alphabet. Like, also a completely different type of writing. Wait, I can turn you around. A single letter word. But it only appears once. Huh? Still not entirely sure about the coup thing. Right. I do wonder. Like, there's one word that's in here 3 times. If I recall correctly. Nope, I recall incorrectly. Skystone Village Power King gift. Oh, I can zoom out quite far. Not sure why I would do that. Gonna strike that away. I don't think I need that immediately. So I wonder whether they have like Romans conjugation with the we and our. In which case that would explain the 3 missing words. Because here we have 26 and here we have 29. Mm-hmm. Still not entirely sure about the signs above. Right, again, how many words are repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five words are repeated, and here what have we repeated? Must. Must is repeated. Work is repeated. Right, I think what's missing is the. Assuming again it's a direct translation, then we have not stop the great work, the old tongue, and contact the gods. That means the would be there 3 times. So we have what? We have we is repeated, work is repeated, must is repeated. And I'm just making the assumption That it's read from top left to bottom right. Which makes me think that this could mean we. This could mean others. Just gonna... Is there anything that's very similar to this? Not really. And while I don't think it's word read by... It's basically like word for word. I think it's in sentence structure, meaning this basically is we fear we will be conquered by another tribe. I think this might mean others. Like, if I ignore the others, then the first sentence is like 5 words. Again, assumption. This could be work. The second sentence will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this would be... This could be work in both cases. Oh no, wait, the first sentence is 5 letters, so this is actually the second sentence, if that is correct. In which case, you could be work. This could be work. Wait, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next sentence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Speak old tongue, contact gods. Speak old tongue, contact gods. Tongue, contact gods. Speak old tongue, contact gods. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many others? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have I miscounted? Must not stop. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, it works out if we lose the thus. In which case, the last 6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These have the same symbols above them, but sometimes that's not the case, like here. This would actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if I enter something here, it shows for both. So the symbols might mean something, but not necessarily. Is there actually this we anywhere else? Doesn't immediately appear that way. So these are all letters. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, this would be the same. If I go upwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But there's no repetition of the we in there. And I feel like the pronoun, the we's and I's are more important than the those. Oh, I'm German and we have a lot more these than the. Three, four, five, six. Unless, of course, once again, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then this is still in the two sentences here. This could mean another then. Right, so I'm assuming this is we just because it's so close to each other. There's nothing else on that, I don't think. Let's see if those words show up anywhere. So here would be work. Here again. Nothing on this. There's the work again. Or this word. but not there. Or here. So some reappear, but not all of them. The work is rather far apart, so... If we read top down, these would only be a few words apart. Work. Gokong? Gojo, is it a J? Joanna, Joe, that could be. Right, so... I'm just gonna return to this one. I still feel like they... Because of the depiction, this could be the king. There's nothing on top, is there? Doesn't appear that way. Makudovu Baku Jati. At a place called Pagomaru. But that would mean, I assume, automatically that they read from right to left, which, you know, very well could be. No. Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In this case, this could mean other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, if we read right to left, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. In the first sentence, we know the words that are repeat in the first sentence are other, must, and work. Then other repeats, if we assume other and another is the same, then that repeats in the second sentence. If we read up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this would repeat in the first sentence. So right up to left down is not it. Again, assuming that all of the words are actually directly translatable. Like one of these words just means others. Which I assume, because otherwise I don't think this will be possible. other must continue our work. Like, it could still be that I kind of like somehow conjugated. Like if I take any of these words, other, must, work, and we, and apply it as like a, what would you call the title line? To its translation, work is definitely work or other. There's only 1 hour, isn't there? Yes, there are 2 we's. Other must. Right. So if I just look at this, I don't think, because we know that we have repeats in the first sentence for other, must, and work. Assuming that, again, it works that way, which is a lot of assumption there. Then the first sentence, the first 5 words need to contain 3 repeated words, and that's only possible if you read from right up to left. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna delete the coup. Pretty sure this would be if my count is correct, because this is in every case in the second sentence, if it works as I assume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Speak the old tongue and contact the gods. Mm-hmm. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would be here 6. Oh, this works. This word is also repeated. Wait, could this be work? Because then we have... No, cut out the work. So, because then we have 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mm, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That didn't, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would work if it's read from the top right to the top left. Which, you know, is possible. This one, because as I see this, if I see that correctly, this is also right to left based on this. Because if it was left to right, it would start here and go to the right and not start to right. So that might be a clue. Those I'm pretty sure are... How many are these? I don't know how to read cuneiform, and I don't want to know. So wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five repeated words. We have others must work. We. What is the first word? The fifth word that is repeated. What is the fifth word that is repeated? That would be in... If we read left to right, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 7, 9. It would be in the second and third sentence, but they don't have any reuses. If we read right to left, it's in the first, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is in the first and the second sentence. which also don't have any other repeats. Five, 3, 4, 5. Right, this is in the continue contact. Question: would they call their own language Old Tongue? That is, or would they just call? Would they just say our language? Interesting concept. Still, I'm not sure I'm in any way, shape, or form on the right path. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Right, if we assume tribe... No, they don't have tribe. This is... The symbols above make me... Right, let me... If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 3 repeats in the first sentence, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't really make sense, because then they would... If they wrote... They don't write down, because if they did, they would have it structured more along a grid on the vertical line. So yeah, it's not up down or down up. I don't think they start at the bottom, because A, that would never make sense. Except if you're writing on a scroll, maybe. But even then, not really. Right. I'm still thinking that this is Ku, just the Ku, just because of the Bakujati and Makudovu. Makudovu, Bakujati. And Pagomaru is the last four-letter word that we have. But I don't think I see any other four-letter words we have. Oh wait, here. If I just assume that this is Pagomaru, and this would be Maku Do and Baku no Ja T. Would honestly be a real... Well, it's not that weird to read it backwards, isn't it? But there's nothing... Assuming... We don't have Govu, no. Monthly a day? Kuvu, Goja. I think that's right. I think this is a jar. So the ZHA, which you could also write as a J, I guess, which would mean if it is similar to this, it would mean village. And then that kind of makes sense because 3 houses are a village. So that would be Jovena, Jovo. Govu. T. It would kind of make sense to have similar letters for similar sounds. Anything here in the back? Only a vu. Again, assuming that that's correct, which is absolutely not a given. Do we have anything new here? Other work must know. We do have some letters there. But again, under the assumption that it's actually correct, which very much might be wrong. Do we have anything here that starts with jar? No. And nor do we have with Vu. Nothing with Ru, nothing with T. I'm gonna cut these out again, because I'm not sure. Conquer. We don't have a vin or a beau. This could be Febeja. Which again, similar sounds, similar symbols. Here we have the ma, which is basically an extension of the ba. Not that similar. But it could be. Here we have the jar again. Actually, we have this word around a bunch of times around this obelisk. Well, 3 times. This would just be Bakujati. This would just be Makudovu. The names, basically. And this would just be the place, Pagomaru. It kind of makes sense that they're building something there, which you do at a place. Can we find something with the fe and the be? Kubu, no. Is that letter for fe is not even on this? Interesting. So this is not a complete alphabet on the last thing there. This again makes sense, Febeha. Because, again, this is definitely the king. Or at least, I'm pretty sure it is. Nothing on the stele. Nothing on the obelisk. No, no, no. But we have no letters back there. Okay. What else do we have here? Bouquet gift, but I don't think we have a bouquet. Febeha? Or Befebeja? Fova? Power? Goja? Village? Jovena? Sky? Jovo? Stone. Now, Jovena Sky. Because I have a feeling this feels like they depicted basically like getting stones from the sky. Which Jovena, but no, no, no. Here it's at the end and here it's at the start. If again, assumption is correct. Novojo. Like this feels like they're building a temple. Or dismantling a temple. Could be both, because he has a pickaxe. So these guys appear to be angry. And this is the king who brings the stone. Either he steals it or he hides it from wherever those are. No. Jovena. What is this Jovo? This is a Jo at the end, which... Jovo Novojo. That could be a stone temple. So that would be Jo, Wo, No, I'm constantly pressing shift, I don't know why. No coup. Vujo, I don't think I have anything. Govu? I don't think either. Here we have Fujo, which appears to be a face. Kuvu? Not really. Here we have Govu again. Fujo. Stone house. You know what? That makes sense. Temple. Anything ending with B? No. This could actually... Wait a second. Okay, so the text here on the backside of these tablets is the exact same. I mean, this could be just this was stored in the temple or something like that. I know for the fact that this is not temple. It could be sky. No, it couldn't be, because we'd have the jaw in there. Jovu doesn't really show me anything. Okay. There's the jaw again. Jovu Navujo. This could mean built stone temple. Do we have anything more on the obelisk now? What do we have? Fujo? No. I don't have anything that starts with Fu, unfortunately. No Fujo. Fortunately not. I also don't have anything else that starts with No. Do you have anything that ends on Ma? No. Also nothing that ends on T. Noku und Fuju. That appears a lot more. So the Jovo stone apparently shows up quite a lot. Nothing I have that ends on Ru either. Temple and stone is here. Nuku. I feel like the stone at the temple might be incorrect. If we assume that none of the words that are in this text, that all of the words that are in this text are translated here, then the temple and stone are incorrect. And I'm pretty sure I only have those from there. Right, I have Pagomaru, so Bakujato Makudovu. Febejan is still also just an assumption, though I'm kind of certain about it. From Pagomaru and Bakujati I got the village, the Goja, which again does make sense. And I'm assuming still that these are just words, because these are just the exact words, and not just similar words. Does this word appear anywhere else? I'm just gonna... check if that word appears anywhere else. No. Yeah. So it shows up now and then. But it doesn't show up in the staylight, I believe. No. Right, so it definitely appears as if one king was attacked. So he built himself a temple, was attacked. But which king this is, we don't know. Jobo. It fits so well. But I feel like... No Fujo. Like, this feels like there was a combat or a conquering. Which would be Wabo or Woje. Right. So this is Ba. But I have a feeling this is something with F. Fu, Fi, something like that. And this is the same vocal, but with a B. So, Boo B or something like that. Because they appear to have a system there. With these, basically like this little thing being an F and this being a B. In that case, this would not be Joe. It would be something FB. This, I feel like, if my assumption with the similar symbolism is correct, this would be something with an M. Same here. Wait a second. But then I would have made a mistake. Because if that's the case, Then this, I'm pretty sure this is Pagomaru. Because, again, I have the two kings, which are Bakujati and Makudovu. So I have the Ma here. And then this would be Pagomaru. But then this is a P and not an F. So that is possible that that's just a P instead of an F. And it is very much possible that this guy just has horrendous handwriting. But I don't want to assume. Just gonna... how do I... I can't make a slash. Oh, I can make a slash. So this is an F or a P with an E behind. That could also make sense because similar to, well, the Japanese basically, you do have basically like some letters where you have a normal one. And then you have a slight change, though mostly with them and with a circle or two lines on the top end, top right, to show the correction. This could be a me. Because generally this is a, without any this is a ba. Without any is a ma. With the dot it's a be, and with the dot it might be a me. But this one has the dot and becomes a T. Unless it doesn't become a T, but it's Bakujati. In general, you wouldn't have an alphabet that doesn't follow similar rules based on their symbols. So this could be a poo. So basically they have a baseline and this would be the K, the K, and then the two letters, the two lines would be the U. Do I have something similar? Like here we have the two lines for Vu. Do we have similar letter to this? This could be Ta. If we go with that. So that would be Kobu. But then if we have the B with a single line, that could be a Bo. This here. If that is bow, does that break anything? Bow pole? If again we assume that this is a P now. And if we go by the system, this would be a fa. This would be a... This would be boo. This would be ko. Ka. If I just follow that system, that would be a ke. And then we have bokeh here, which is gift. Which would be an actual word we have. This would basically be the letter with an A, and this would be the letter with a U. Buko. I'm just gonna follow. This could very well be conquer. Because Vabo could be written with both a... Conquer. This would be a me. Mekobu. I'm going heavily on assumption right now. That would be P. This would be a poo. This again looks like it's very similar to the... You would be a moo. If my... Not the word, the letter. If my assumption is correct. Not moo. That would be a... Would that be a... No. Because you... No, you would be a meh. I think. Yeah, you wouldn't be a meh, you would be a mo. And this would be a meh. Pumubu. Which is also in here. Pumubu. So that could, because they built something there, it could be a temple. And this is for the gods. So this means gods, it's possible. big on the assumptions right now. But like, if I just check here. This is a jar, then this would be jaw. This would be chew. If my assumption holds. This is T. That will make this a 2. Of some kind. This could be a var, but no, I already have a var. So that would be something different. But what? I have no direct word with the var. All the words I know for a fact are written down. Makudo vu. So if the letter, if this, yeah, that also kind of makes me think the ku, everything with a U has the two lines. That definitely feels like a system. Pattern recognition. So you would be var if the line goes down. Do. Do we have something else that is like that? No. This would be a D. This would be a V. Not V3. God damn it. This would be a do. Vo. Something with A. This is a da. Very much just assumption based currently, and I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. Well, this game, funny enough, has a delete safe button. It also shows a percentage, which I don't know if it's just filled or correct. I assume it's filled. If we just... Only 3 letters too. If we go here, 33%, and I'm pretty sure that this is not ASD. So it's filled, not correct. That's good. So this is something with an A. But what? There are some letters that I don't have anything on yet. The leftward sickle. This weird one, which I think comes in both the straight line and the non-straight line. So this is a T. This could be a G, maybe? But, or a Sh. Though it does have the letter somewhere else. Oh, this is a ta, isn't it? This is not a V because this line is missing. Or a Vang, to be more precise. Vubu. Hmm. Pevija. Vubu, Buko, Bumubu. Mupuju. Mupuju could be the temple. Because Novojo and Mupuju are close enough that it might... That it might be just... Again, this is not the same language. So Vabo could be Conquer. Mokubo. Jata. Chuva. Right. I kinda need to find out what these are. Do we have for any of the left facing? I don't think so. This is half a V. And these again look very different. I think those might be numbers instead of letters. Fumubu. Could very well be that my entire assumption regarding these symbols is wrong. I just hope it isn't. And it does make sense to have basically a system on how to write your letters. Especially if you do... Oh, sorry about that. Oh, this is a G. The weird 5 looking thing, so this would be a goo. This would be a GA. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's very well possible that these are numbers. No, wait. The fact that I can move them is a bit weird to me. Now, while this has the straight line compared to this one, I don't think... Okay, so this is definitely something with an E. But what? I actually still need something with an F. If they use all the consonants, it's not necessarily given. Kuvu, no. What does vo mean then? Oh, that's a 5, that's a GE. Gubuge. Let's look for the other... Oh, that's a che, isn't it? This could be a Voje fight, which also made sense considering the image there. Mm-hmm. Who is writing me all the time? Right. Do we have... No, so this weird, like, herder stick, these weird fours. I don't have anything. Buko, Vubu, Gubuge. I wonder... Chue Chata. Another tribe. What letters do I not have yet here? Only the ones I don't know anything about. I'm missing an N yet. I know to just. Wuje is close enough to Woje that it might be the fight. Still feeling that this is a number of some kind. I have a feeling this could be an SH. I'm missing... I currently have 4 letters, which is this one, and then this one. So 3 consonants that are missing, and I believe it would be S, N, and maybe F. But the F I'm not sure about. Do we have anything for Vubu? Not really. Fowa or Powa? We don't have the Vubu here, do we? No. Because I'm thinking that this might be Shika for wise. This is an E. It has the E dot in it. Keshije. Honestly, everyone who doesn't speak my language is wrong and should learn it. Vubu again. This would be Dusho. Keshije. The she and che are also not too far from each other. Shikafubu. This combination, this Kafubu is, I think this could be mean face. Shikafubu. I also still don't have anything that is Chovo, do I? What do I? Pivot. I'm just gonna write down. This means, I'm pretty sure means king. Puku, Gubigu. I don't have anything that relates to those two. Vubuko. Mokobo appears twice. This would be Choshe. If my assumption is correct, which might very well not be. Chuve. Buko, Buvu, Vubu, Bokeh. Which, if it is the same, would be gift. So this could be like a gift dedication. Like Bakujati, I have, and I'm actually gonna write this as T. Bakujati. Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna write it like that. Bo, something with ooh. No. Puku, also no. Do we have Toke somewhere? 2K. Which could mean all. Because again, it is similar enough. I need to find out what letter this is. And this. Something with an E, something with an A. This is... actually it's A and then E. This is something with a U and then an A. But I don't have anything here that uses the same like letter twice. And I also don't have the Jovo anywhere, so I don't know if that's relevant. Chuvu. Might be the Jovo they speak about. I can do question marks, which is great. Stone tablet, property of temple. I should probably correct this back. Something with N, something with SH, I think. But what would be the last letter? Like, you don't really need a C. Also, yeah, tomorrow I'm not here. Probably, most likely. Maybe shortly, but that would actually be a late stream. I could do a late stream. No, I think a bit later. Well, late stream. 2 hours later than usual. At this point, I'm pretty certain this is a Shay. For a Sheikah, and then this would be Show. The Sheikah is too obvious. Maybe actually too obvious. Sure. This would be a shoe. Right, there still is only one sided. Alright. Would that be... It appears I only have She, Show, and Shoe. Could very well be that they don't have an I. And that they spoke the E. Similar to an I. So here we have Govu, which I feel means like written, and Shuta, which means like an image. Gift. Yeah. Pagomaru. Oh wait, that's an R. That's a RU. So this is an RO. And this is an RE. Not this. But so yeah, this is RE. I don't think I have anything with RE. I don't have anything with R in general in here. Do you have a Joey? Well, it shouldn't be in here if so. Because the only thing that I feel we're still missing is an N, which would be the last letter. What do we have here with N? Kono and Jovena. So wait, this could be... Kumo. This would be Nona. If it's truly an N-O. Nare. Do we have a Pojo anywhere? Keshichi. Shutabuko. Wait, you are an URA. URA. That would be Mena. Bonu. Like, this word shows up a massive amount of time. At least it feels that way. Shurabe. Actually, apparently not that often, actually. No, but these letters show up a lot, huh? This would be Nuno Nuna. If it's an N. Which I'm still not certain about. I need like a word with that letter that doesn't only have that letter. Kuvu doesn't really relate to any there. That would be Shokano, Shubono, Shubono again, Rona, Nuno, Nuna, Puku, Puku, Bonu, Mena, Onare, but both of those are not in there. I feel like this is Old King, Bakujati. Rune. The only word here really with an N is Kono and Nofojo. And Chovena. This would be Kuvu no. Shooter Boku. I have a feeling that Vubu is face. Dogemu, Pumubu. Like, if I just see Kupu, it's also here. Oh, eventual. Oh, eventual. Maybe. Eventual, maybe. Puku could be great. Because then we'd have basically a great king. Great King Bakujati. This would be wise. Bupuju. But the Mupuju, I believe, does not show up here. The Dogemu shows up there. And Mupuju is close enough to Nofojo that it might not that it might be the same. Sure, what would be Chovo? Pova. Do we have Pova anywhere? Oh. Guvu? No. I don't even know if or how it tracks whether or not you're correct. That last letter annoys me. It could just be that it is only the vocal without, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything that hints to them having separate like letters. Let me actually just go through the alphabet. We have a B. I don't think the C is relevant. We have a D. F, I believe, is replaced by P. H, I don't know if it's relevant. I believe there were a bunch of cultures who didn't have an H. G. G could be the case, but that could be replaced by K. And the J, ZH. I, J, ZH, K, we have L. L could be the case, but we don't have anything that links to anything. M we have, N we don't have, but that could be replaced with M. P we have, Q we don't have, but that's a weird letter and I don't like it. R we have, S we don't have except for the sh sound. T we have, V, W. Could be an S, could be a Q, could be a N, could be an H. No Fujo. Mupuju. Very much possible that that's the case. Uh-huh. Gubuge. Buko. I think Puku Great makes sense. Kiku. Like, there's nothing for work. Karo. Chatanga could be other. Do we have Chata anywhere else? Not even here. Chovema. Shurabe. Pumubu. Again. No clue if any of this is in any way, shape, or form correct. Don't have anything that is similar to Shuta. Other. Roko. Mokobo. Right, there is something on the... Yeah, that's just the letter, I don't know. Shokasu. I have the feeling Kuke is the work. I don't know if that word... Is that anywhere else? I don't think I've seen the Kuke anywhere else, really. Okay, so let me just check. Do we have must somewhere? Doesn't appear that way. I noticed it's the same text, so why did I check it? So it could still be either could be work or must. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. If I go from here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Kuke and Mokobo are must and work, I'm pretty sure. Still... Do I have an L anywhere? Now think about it. Like if we go with letters we're missing, then L I assume is the most likely one. I honestly have a feeling that this is this guy, Kuvuno in this case, but I think this might be hide. But I also think I'll continue this at another point. Not sure if I'll stream it. I will definitely play. I was just thinking, there's no way he has hidden. There's no way he has hidden hints in this in the word itself. Or they. I don't know if it's a he, they, she, whatever. Multiple, singular, I don't know. From the name I assume it's a he, but I shouldn't. But yeah, I'll just assume... Why is there... this small moon? Or this semicircle? This would be, if it's an L, this would be Shubolo. Which... we don't really have anything for. Roller... that doesn't really make sense. Lulo? Chocalo? Yeah. At a later point. Maybe on stream, maybe not. I'll see. Bolu, Bunu. I have a feeling they replaced the N with an M. Anyway, yeah. I think I'll call it here. Under the assumption that I am not also... Right. Tomorrow and Friday I'm on like a seminar. Don't even know what that's called in English. Maybe seminar, I don't know. And Saturday there's Blood on a Clock Tower. Very important. So, under the assumption that I'm only be back next week, I'll drive to have a business trip from Wednesday ongoing. Wonderful. Lovely. Anyway, under the assumption that that'll only be back on Sunday, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night later on, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Goodbye.